Question number 14 is length of a rectangle's diagonal is 5 root 17 and the length of the rectangle's shorter side is 5. So before solving this question, let's see the rectangle first. A, B, C, D. AD is the shorter side and DC is the larger side. Now longer side. Now in a rectangle, opposite sides are equal. If we are solving the question of a rectangle, we must know the basics of the rectangle. So opposite sides are equal and parallel, right? And every angle is of 90 degree. So because A and C, this is a diagonal, so I am marking D and B as the 90 degree. Now because we have a 90 degree triangle, so we can apply Pythagoras, right? So let's write the data. Length of the rectangle's diagonal is 5 root 7. Okay, so that is the 5 root 17 length of the diagonal. And the length of the rectangle's shorter side is 5. What is the length of the rectangle's longer side? We have to find this, right? So because ADC is a right angle triangle, so I can apply Pythagoras over here. In Pythagoras, hypotenuse square is equal to square of like any first side, which is here AD squared, plus another is CD squared. You must have learned Pythagoras is as A square plus B square is equal to C square. But if we see the questions like this, let's elaborate it a little bit more. It's always square of the hypotenuse, which is the side opposite to the 90 degree, that is hypotenuse. So square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of squares of other sides. Square of the hypotenuse is equal to sum of squares of other two sides. Remember this. Now let's put the data. So hypotenuse is 5 root 17 whole squared. AD is 5, that is given in the question, but we don't know CD squared. Now when we do 5 root 17 square, so by the property of exponents, both numbers are to be squared separately. We can apply this property. And 5 squared times 5 times 5, which is 25, plus CD squared. Now 5 square is 25. What if, let me solve it here, root 17, when it is root 17, that means it is 17 to the power 1 by 2. So whenever you see a square root sign, it has power 1 by 2. Now in our question, this is squared, which is already here as 2, so it's cancelled. So we are left with 17 only, times 17 is equal to 25 plus CD squared. Okay, now let's subtract 25 on both sides. To 25 times 17 is equal to 25. Okay, subtracting 25 on both sides, minus 25 is equal to CD square. Okay, so that is, if you solve it, 400 is equal to CD square. Now I need CD, right? I can write X as well as I can write CD. So complete, that's okay, fine. Now I need CD and I have CD square. So taking square root of both sides, CD square square root is equal to square root of 400. So CD square is, square root of CD square is CD, and it is 20 squared square root. So that means 20 is equal to CD. So side CD, or you can name it as X, which is X is equal to 20. That means B is the correct option.